Yo, we live. Welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose, here today bringing you another edition of my starting five for Draftkings and Fanduel, alright? And before we get into that, y'all know we gotta do the lineup review from this Saturday night slate we just finishing up, man. It was an okay night for me, man. We broke even, so we can't complain. Hopefully y'all did better than I did out there, or at least broke even as well, man. Let's get right into my updated starting five and see what I had for y'all yesterday, man. My best lineup with updated starting five gave me 289, man. Tonight was a tale of what happens when you try to predict blowouts, man. So my updated starting five was Kyle Lowry, Anthony Edwards, Denny Avdia, Bobby Portis, and Clint Capella. So how I came to the starting five, man. I was in favor of Lowry and Clint Capella all day, man. I thought they projected well. I thought they was both in great spots, man. Capella in his pace up game against the Sacramento Kings, them not having a true center down there, big enough body to throw at them. I thought he could have a really big game. So, and he gave us a nice double, man, 24 and 14, giving us 48 DK points, man. Nice return, especially at his 24% ownership, right? I like Kyle Lowry in this matchup. Thought he was in a great game script, man. An up-paced matchup against the Charlotte Hornets, man. We knew his usage and his we knew his usage and his shot volume was intact. The only problem with Lowry is he hasn't been shooting that well lately. So we was hoping that would drive the ownership down on him a little bit, as I expected him to get that corrected in this matchup. He was on his way to a nice performance, but the Hornets kind of pulled off, and he didn't see any closing run to really give us a bigger fantasy performance here. So, but I mean, we'll take it. 41 DK points didn't kill us, but it definitely wasn't what we definitely needed more on tonight's slate. Coming down here to Anthony Edwards. Now, Anthony Edwards was my planned pivot. It looked like coming into him right before lock, man. It looked like Norman Powell was getting a lot of ownership. So I liked it that Anthony Edwards played at this price, especially in this matchup. So I thought he was a nice pivot from Norman Powell, but obviously, so did a few other people as he came in at about 35%. Man, our highest own play in the updated starting five, right? And then rounding it out, Anthony Edwards, he gave us a solid performance, 37.5, man. Nothing great, but nothing to shoot us to the top of the leaderboard. So that was an okay play by Anthony Edwards. And then rounding out the updated starting five, Denny Avdia and Bobby Portis, man. This is just what happens when you try to predict a blowout. So my plan was with the updated starting five was to throw another superstar in there, maybe Harden, Giannis, Jokic, somebody of that caliber. Cause I was off of Westbrook and Giannis once the Bradley Beal news broke, man. I thought that game would be a blowout. So that being said, that kept me away from the Westbrooks and the Giannis of the world. I wanted to get some of the cheaper plays in this game. That's how I ended up with Bobby Portis here, figuring it'll be a blowout, and he would get some extra run. And he's a fantasy point per minute beast. But the Wizards came to play, man. Bobby Portis still saw solid. He saw like 22 minutes, something like that, and gave us a nice return at 29 fantasy points. I was surprised he was this high on at 17%, but that wasn't overly egregious or anything. So it gave us a nice return. And then Denny Avdia. It was Garrison Matthews was getting a lot of ownership once the Bill news broke. So Avdia was like my pivot from him, man. My way to get different and still get a piece of this game, is I thought some of those cheaper guys could get had a chance as a better fantasy performer with no Bill in the lineup, and me thinking the game would be a blowout. Then he obviously gave us 19 fantasy points here at 4K, which is solid performance, man. We definitely needed some more from it. The night was it wasn't super high scoring, but you definitely needed about 340, 345 to really take home some GPPs. Right? Rounding out this lineup with the updated starting five. Like I said, I thought the Wizards game would be a blowout, man. I didn't. We had the Jokic news, him being questionable, so I didn't really want to pay it for Harden. And I figured with the Jokic news, if Jokic was out, Dallas could probably handle them pretty easily without Luka having a big game. So that lended me to go more of a balanced build. So that's what I did in this lineup. I like the game environment with Lars. So I wanted to give a run back with a guy who I know had triple double potential, man. LaMelo Ball. I knew he was gonna be a little lower on because of the price on him and just so many other options and pay up options on today's slate. We got him at 2% ownership pretty much, man. He gave us right at 50 DK points, man. Nice solid returns, 8,600. If the game had been closer, both him and Lowry could have gave me a little bigger performance and shot us up the leaderboard some more. Coming in the fourth spot, man, wanted to go Bembry, just one of the value plays that I was okay with getting to, man. We knew he was locked in for his minutes at 3,800 in this up-paced matchup against the Hornets, so we knew it'd be a few more shot opportunities, a few more rebound opportunities, things of that nature to really give him a chance to hit his upside. He had a nice performance, man, giving us 27.5 DK points. Can't be mad at that. And round it out, man, wanted to go DeAndre Ayton. I love the matchup right here against the Indiana Pacers. Miles Turner is not a stout on-ball defender. And I love the price tag on Ayton, man. 6,300, man. We thought he had a chance to give us 40 plus DK points. Didn't quite get that high, but he gave us 37, man, for a nice 6x return at the price tag. And that sums up my best lineup with the updated starting five from last night. 289 came in barely in the money. 2,000. 2,906 second place, man. This was in the 50 cent mini max, alright? But let's get on to tomorrow, man. See what we got cooking. See if we can get a big payday on this Sunday, alright? Coming in on DraftKings, man, at the top. A guy I want to run right back to, man. Kevin Porter Jr. The price tag is up to $5K. Still don't think it's high enough, man. We're expecting no John Wall tomorrow, so he should be in line to start again. You see him getting a lot of the ball handling and playmaking responsibilities already. We know he should be at 30 plus minutes, man. I like Kevin Porter at this price tag. Don't be scared to go back to him, all right? Coming in at shooting guard, man, a guy I want to take a look at, PG-13, in this matchup against the Pelicans, man. A little slight up-pace game for the Clippers. The Pelicans defense has fallen apart, man. Looked it pretty good early on in the year, but it's just been in shambles since right before the All-Star break up until now, man. I like going to Paul George as a nice medium pay-up option here. The shooting guard doesn't have many plays I like tomorrow. I like going to Paul George's 8,100 price tag. Coming in at small forward, man. Early little value. Look at value with no real news right now. I want to go back to the Bembry play, man, at 4,400. Listen, same thing that applied yesterday applies today, man. The Raptors still shorthanded. He should be in the starting lineup. Should be pushing 30 minutes. He got another up-paced game against the Chicago Bulls here with a lackluster defense. Just to be some more shots, a few more possessions for him to fall into some rebounds, maybe a few extra points, man, and give us a nice return. This 4,400. Coming in at power forward, man. Another little value play I like, man. I want to look at Larry Nance Jr. here, man. In this up-paced matchup against the Hawks. We saw him in his first game back, working his way back, and we saw him get 28 minutes, man, in a game that was a blowout. So, in this matchup, man, hopefully this game's a little closer. I see no reason why he shouldn't start again and push 30 minutes. And at 4,900, man, he could give us a nice light double-double and push 5-6x return right here on this 4,900. I like Larry Nance Jr. in this matchup tomorrow. And rounding out at center, man, going to the big man, Cat, man, going against Minnesota, the same game they just played tonight. They right back at it. You saw him give them fits down there tonight, man. He put up, 60 DraftKings points tonight, man. and his price then dropped a little bit, man. I like him at this 9,100. Shaping up to be one of my favorite plays right now on DraftKings tomorrow. So there you have it, my starting five on DraftKings: Kevin Porter Jr., Paul George, DeAndre Bembry, Larry Nance Jr., and Karl Anthony Towns. All right, let's go take a look at FanDuel and see what I got for y'all. But before we do that, please hit the subscribe button for your boy. Hit the like button; it's greatly appreciated. All right. Coming in at FanDuel, at the top, a guy I want to look at is Goran Dragic in his matchup against the Orlando Magic. 5,300 price tag, man. I love it. I think he's a little too cheap over here. You know he should be in line for about 25 to 30 minutes, man. And Goran Dragic at 5,300 price tag, he can easily pay that off with about pushing about 6x return on his 5,300 price tag in this matchup against the Magic. I like Goran Dragic over here on FanDuel. Coming in at shooting guard, staying with my boy PG-13, couple $100 cheaper over here. Love the matchup, man. Looking for Paul George to keep his play going. He's been very solid all year, man. I like him in his matchup against the Pelicans. Coming in at small forward, staying with him, Larry Nance. He's a little more expensive over here on FanDuel, but it's okay, man. I still love the matchup. Like I said, it should be in line to see 30 minutes, man. I'm expecting a little baby double-double out of him, maybe 12 and 10. Hopefully he can throw like 1 or 2 assists and then maybe a block and give us a great return on his 5,400. All right? Coming in at power forward, I want to take a look at Lauri Markkanen, man. It's 6,100 on FanDuel. I love this price tag right here. He definitely should be at 30 minutes. He's looking at another guy who's working his way back into the lineup, into the rotation. Looking for him to hopefully get his shot going. We know he likes to shoot the three. He's a stretch four, man. At 6,100, should get 30 plus minutes in a close game, barring any foul trouble. I like taking a look at Markkanen right here on FanDuel. And rounding out at center, man, I told you Karl Anthony Towns is my favorite play across both sites tomorrow, man. Like him over here on FanDuel. Same matchup he just crushed tonight. Looking to go right back to the well, hopefully get paid out again with Karl Anthony Towns. There you have it, my starter updated. Well, my starting five for FanDuel tomorrow, man. Goran Dragic, Paul George, Larry Nance, Lauri Markkanen, and Karl Anthony Towns. Get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in lineups. I'm going to have plenty of them. That's going to do it for us here today, man. Y'all know the motto. Chances make champions. Y'all green up. I'll see y'all tomorrow, all right? Let's go.